Hello, community! Today is April's Fool's Day. Welcome! So, just days ago, Intel presented its new AI PC. And this new AI PC, if you look here at the technical reports, you are amazed because you have here a system on chip where you have your P cores, your E cores, then you have here your graphics unit, and then you have here the NPU, the new AI acceleration, all system here on one chip. Isn't this beautiful? And you might say, hey, great, but what about today's technology? And there's a little GPU company that everybody's talking about right now, so let's have a look. Now, in my part of the world where I am, if I want to buy here a 4090 with 24 gigabytes here of VRAM, I have to pay today €2,217. Now let's say we want to build our little home-built AI PC. So what we have to shelve out, we need about 100 gigabyte here. So we just buy 4 times a 4090, about €9,000, plus we need some power bricks, about 2,500 watt, plus we need NVLink. Yeah, I know there's a problem with a 4090. But let's say we can build it ourselves, and then you'll need a little bit of liquid cooling, but hey, no problem at all. So let's say if we look here at today's solution, it is about, let's say if we add here NVLink, if we add here the power adapters, if we add here liquid cooling, let's say about 10 to 12,000 euro for a 100 gigabyte VRAM AI PC with this little company. And you say, yeah, no problem at all, because if you want to go professional, we look here, Tom Hardware, they showed where, hey, NVIDIA's H100 here has peaked beyond $40,000. So you see, here's the cheap solution, here's where you start to go into the professional solution. And you might say, is there something in between $10,000 to $12,000 to $40,000? Are there any alternatives? Well, of course, you could look at another company here, and let's say you go for 96 gigabyte here of shared memory, and you would have to pay here, let's say with the latest M3 Max chip here. Also, you have your CPU, your GPU, and your neural engine. Hey, what a coincidence. So systems on chip. And you have to shelve out, in my part of the world, close to 5,000 euro. Now, if you want a little bit more, 128 gigabyte, it becomes really expensive. You jump here to almost 6,000 euro. But you say, hey, never mind, because there's an alternative. If I take another different type of machine, I can go here with 192 gigabyte of common memory, and I pay about 7.7k euro. So you see, there are infrastructure, hardware alternatives, but you might say, and as I always told myself, yeah, but there's a difference in the software. Look, CUDA, I think there are more than 1,000 developers worldwide. And now NVIDIA is pushing here extremely, not just with NeMo, but also here with the new NIM, with the NVIDIA Inference Microservices. They are pushing here their extreme expensive A100 and H100 and B200 GPUs. So they have the hardware and they have now the software, and they push here that you have a closed ecosystem so you can stay within your NVIDIA ecosystem hardware and software. And on the other side, now from this other company, they also have something here, machine learning experience. And they have, I guess, about 10 developers. I don't know, but it seems like this. But you know what? They're open source and they're really, really great developers. So we have here David against Goliath. But you know what? NVIDIA is doing everything right, because NVIDIA, as a for-profit company, is focusing right now at extreme profits. And profits for NVIDIA is if you sell 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 GPUs to the global corporation, from Microsoft to Meta. And those profits are unbelievable. So NVIDIA is doing everything right to just create profits for their shareholder. Amazing. But you remember what I told you about the power that they need? Because they have a complete different technology, only GPU focused. You remember the liquid cooling that they need? Meta is currently refurbishing its data center here with liquid cooling. If you would switch over to a complete new technology, would there be any long-term profits? And you see this other company, that they don't even care. They don't even advertise this as an AI PC. But I think if they make it right and if they price it right, there is an extreme growth path forward in the next upcoming 1, 2, or 3 years. And the open source community in this particular part is simply amazing. So, as always, you choose your next investment where you want to go. Let's just focus here. Either you want to have your in-corporate system, your in-corporate data center. Then you can go here with different PCs, with one company that generates here very powerful GPUs here, but that are really expensive, that use a lot of energy, that produce a lot of heat, that need a lot of cooling, liquid cooling power. So you can ask yourself, do I want to invest in this kind of technology? Or the same you have scaled up in the cloud. So you have extreme expensive cloud GPU clusters that you can rent out, that are a real alternative for everybody. But you simply decide what solution you prefer, what solution you want to go with. Or you can say, hey, if I look today and I want to buy an AI PC today, or maybe I wait a little bit for the next days when the new M3 Ultra chip will come out with rumored 256 gigabyte of shared memory. 256 gigabyte of shared memory for the new M3 Ultra, and it costs below 10,000 euro or $10,000, and it just needs a power brick of 100 or 150 watt. Well, you see, this is the beauty of technology. But of course, the market will decide in a completely different way. So, in what technology are you gonna invest?